Here's the answer. I want to caution you with thinking that way because the answer is that your fat comes down as a whole, total body. So whether you see it coming off of the stomach, that's good. It kind of depends on your genetics. So if in your family the belly seems to come off last, that's kind of true for most people. But let me tell you, kind of give you an example of how it works. So say you have genetic ratios based on your body type and your family and the type of diet you've eaten, and to be honest, the type of diet your family's eaten for hundreds of years culturally. And so you have arm fat ratio to stomach fat ratio to leg fat ratio, for example. And let's say you did lose all of your stomach fat, your body would take from your arm fat, it would take from your leg fat to normalize those ratios based on who you are. Otherwise, people would have certain body parts that look amazing, like large groups of people would have six-pack abs, but like kind of legs and just hide them under the... So getting fit is a total body type thing. And the best way to, if you want to look at the stomach, the best way to get that gone is to lose as much weight as possible, burn as many calories, and we call it getting fit, but lose as much weight as possible, burn as much calories as possible, because what causes weight loss is a calorie deficit throughout your day. So throughout your day, you've burnt more during the workout, or you've eaten less during the day, or preferably both. And at the end of the day, your body will get that energy from somewhere if you're staying active, and it's going to have to get it from your stored energy, your body fat. So that's the best way to do it. To be honest, it doesn't work unless you're consistent. So the more consistent, the more frequent you can work out, the better. In terms of women, we need to get your testosterone up, which is something nobody talks about. Give it about 5 years. And we need to get your muscle tone up. You know that. So your metabolism has to do with your thyroid, your amount of water in your body, which you can change instantly by drinking water, and your muscle, how much muscle you have. That's your metabolism. That's how much calories you burn, how many calories you burn throughout the day. So if we can get those the three things going, assuming your thyroid is fine, I think most of us have screwed up thyroids just because culturally, all the carcinogens, and I think we're just heading downhill in that aspect. So maybe like some fat burners have thyroid boosters, and that's kind of ahead of its time right now. But we need to burn more calories. So the style of training that we offer is the best, but ultimately it can be better based on how hard you push. So that high intensity interval training where you're spending less time getting more results, your body will react better to that. So long workouts, 3-hour workouts for the same amount of calories, or 30, 45-minute workouts for a high intensity, the hormone reaction in your body is going to be better for the high intensity training. Testosterone bumps, low testosterone in women is something that I don't even want to talk about because it's not even commonly accepted yet. So I won't talk about it just yet. It helps you build muscle, and it is better in terms of what we have to charge and in terms of your time management. You're better off burning as much in a short period of time, doing something with intention, getting it done, really pushing, and then in a short period of time, it's not too bad. You know, you can be in pain for 30 minutes and really just burn and die, but you get the same results as if you were to have been doing it for 5-10 years, and now you got to work out for 2-3 hours. So it's better to find that intensity, and that's why you kind of need a coach in a group and someone to really push you. But to lose that stomach fat, you have to have a calorie deficit throughout your day. And I want to caution you, just know that it's a journey. You can't lose it off of any one particular area in the body. That's the big caveat. Enjoy the process, because it will be a process. The more calories you burn and the less calories you eat, the more muscle you make, the more water you drink. Those things can speed up the process like incredibly. The process can take you a year, can take you a month, and that's a big difference. But it's in terms of how uncomfortable are you willing to be. Are you willing to be hungry every day? It's all relative. I mean, think of your own self personally. You can do more. You can be more for sure. That's why you're here. We want to be better, and we want to live up to, at least to some of the potential that we have. I know every one of us wants more for ourselves, and I think that's what makes us great. So I'm willing to take the journey with you, and I'm excited to see that stomach fat go. One last tip: if you're watching this long, you deserve this kind of cool tip. Um, a lot of the fat that our body stays on the stomach. Why is that? And this won't change how you get it off, but think of it this way, or maybe it will. Think of it this way: all of your internal organs that matter are right there in the stomach, and that's your core temperature. So some women even hold it below the stomach. So they hold it in that general area because that's what protects and keeps your internal organs warm, and it's a padding from a wild animal attacking you, and you're less likely to hurt. So a lot of the stuff goes right there because it keeps your internal organs and a lot of the processes in your body that matter most warm, and your core temperature stays up. So if you want to reverse engineer that thought, people aren't saying this, it's just my own concept. If we're heating our body up intensely, then I think your body kind of says, all right, we're always warm every single day of the week. Our metabolism is up because we have higher muscle mass. Our engine burns hotter and more efficient. So all of this padding and warmth, that we don't need it anymore because I have another source of that. So keep that in mind. We'll bring that back in 5 years when everyone else is saying it.